So it's a magical Friday evening here in North Beach. This is Washington Square, San Francisco Italian Athletic Club behind me, Russian Hill the other way, St. Peter and Paul Church, Joe DiMaggio, Marilyn Monroe took their wedding pictures there. Cool San Francisco trivia. But I want to talk about 49ers third round picks because Jake Moody seems to be in a lot of discussions right now. Guys, it's too early to freak out about Jake Moody. Let's wait a couple preseason games at least. See if he gets things back on track because Jake, he's been fine for the 49ers. He's been really good through training camp. It was those two misses after he was surprisingly iced against the Raiders that started his preseason career, but that can still turn around. Stuff can also still turn around for Cam Latu, but he is the 49ers third round pick that I'd be a little bit more worried about right now. Talk about loss of value with third round picks. If Jake Moody ends up a good NFL kicker, that's going to be great value. But the issue with Cam Latu is that I said this at the time he was drafted. I mocked him to the 49ers in the 5th round, and I think a lot of NFL teams thought that this guy was going to be a 5th, 6th rounder. 49ers picked him in the low 3rd round. So with Cam Latu, he better perform sooner rather than later. He's been dropping a ton of passes so far in training camp. Not only has he been dropping passes, he fumbled in the game. The book on him was that he was a project, right? Coming out of Alabama, he was a project early in his time at Alabama. I guess he dropped a lot of passes soon after his conversion from defensive end about 3 years ago. So it was a slow start there that drove Nick Saban crazy. Well, it's driving the 49ers crazy that he's dropping so many passes, not holding on to the football right now. And the problem is, on a win-now team, you got to produce right away. There are ways they can keep him around for an extra year. We call it the red shirt year. Maybe an injury or something happens. If something minor happens and you could toss Cameron Latu on IR for the season, but you don't want to do that with a 3rd round pick. You want some immediate returns, and he's strong, he's big, he could be a good blocker. You just got to hold on to the football. So when you talk about 3rd round value or lack thereof, don't freak out about Jake Moody yet, but keep a close eye on Cam Latu because he's really frustrated at this point by the drops. He kicked the pylon the other day after he dropped one in the end zone. So call it the yips, call it whatever. He's got to be better for the 49ers because they want to get some value out of that 3rd round pick.